Howdy, everybody. This is Bake with IronThroneCraft.com. Today, we're going to talk about the best heroes in Iron Throne. Which ones they are, which ones are going to be the best for killing monsters, killing the raid boss, or just flat out winning face-off. Face-off has become a much, much bigger deal. Face-off is also incredibly hard to win now when you're defending because of Radiant Gear, because Radiant Gear is level 50. So you're going to want to get the best heroes possible on both defense and attacking to try to win that face-off and obviously to, win the raid boss, everything else like that. This is the new hero. That's why we made an updated video. Here's Flame Lord. If you look at his stats down there, his world stats has attack debuff, defense debuff, and HP debuff. Now, the thing to note on this is that only applies when you are defending your castle. That does not apply when you're attacking. So, Flame Lord, he's going to be a fine attack hero, as you'll see in a minute. But if you see that down there, enemy troop attack debuff exclusive my castle defense, minus 157. That's only when defending. So this guy's obviously intended to be a guard captain. If you look at his hero stats up there, attack 67, 44, 12, 11, and then 15, 8, 5, 8 on HP. Go and look at Infidus, who was previously the big boy, and see how those are the same exact stats. So, Flame Lord, Infidus, Fey Lord, and Death Lord all have the exact same stats. That's your top tier of heroes. I made a chart, posted it on IronThroneCraft.com. I'll show it to you in a second. But once you get everybody up to level 80, which is the most important part, and then Immortal plus 7, that's what's going to win face-offs for you and make you hit raid monsters harder. Death Lord is actually the strongest hero in the game. This one right here, you get him out of the True World shop. See how he's got the same attack, defense, and HP, but if you look down there on the bottom of his battle stats, there's hero basic attack. And see these passive world skills here? So he gets extra HP, defense, and attack from his world skills, which is why, if you look at this chart that I posted on Iron Throwcraft, Death Lord's up at the top. Number 1, he is in the same tier as Death Lord, Flame Lord, Infidus, Fey Lord. But Death Lord is technically the strongest hero in the game because of those world skills. After that, you got a lot of guys all together. There's Lonnie, Angela, Ivar, all of those heroes. You see how Lonnie has these world skills, which are a new thing on the last few heroes that have these really cool world skills that are additional. So he gets an additional 31,500 rally troop deployment size. So Lonnie is going to be the attack hero a lot of people use. He is a tier underneath Fey Lord, Infidus, Death Lord, and Flame Lord, but he's still quite good. See how Lonnie and Ivar have the same stats, and then Angela, well, she's got gear on, so she's got better stats. But the bottom line is those ones are all going to be in the same tier. So if we go and we look at some heroes that are a little further down the chart, like if we look at Lauren here, Lauren doesn't have any gear. She's level 80. She's Immortal plus 7. Level 80 heroes are going to win face-offs against not level 80 heroes most of the time. But you see how much lower Lauren's stats are than the ones that I posted on the chart at the top? They're just base lower stats. She's going to lose face-off more frequently than the people above her on the chart. Hero attack is the most important stat for face-off right now. We're testing it. We're trying to figure out if we can get some HP in. And that's why if you see my guard deputy here, my guard deputy is Emilio. And that's because if you look at his HP there, he's got almost 19,000 HP, and he's not even Immortal plus 6. See, Flame Lord is the top tier hero, one of the top tier heroes. He's only got 15.8 thousand HP. Emilio has quite a bit more HP than him. So once face-offs start getting a little bit more competitive, with Radiant Gear hitting Radiant Gear and other things like that, this HP might come into play more. As of right now, it just looks like attack is still going to be your most important stat, but that HP is starting to play in some, which is why I've got Emilio as one of my as my guard deputy there. And it's interesting that he has lower attack and higher HP, and where that is really, really apparent is in Toma. Good old Toma with his goofy hammer and shield and his little squatty body. So he's got 19.6k HP. Toma is the hero that has the highest amount of HP in the game. He has got a ton of HP. He's got very, very, very little attack, though. So even though his HP is way up there like that, Revenant's another one. My Revenant's not leveled up because he takes diamonds, and all the other good ones take diamonds. But if you see Toma all the way down there at 30, that's because this chart is done by attack. It's not done by HP. Revenant and Toma and Emilio would all be a little bit higher if you wanted to value HP a little bit more. As of right now, though, I still personally recommend valuing attack as your most important stat, because every face-off that I see a win on is when the other guy, you kill all of their HP goes down to 0. So here's your chart. Check the article on IronThroneCraft.com. Post some comments with questions, comments, anything else like that. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Expect some combat content coming soon. Thanks for watching, everybody, and go upgrade those heroes.